You guys got questions? Well, I've got answers. You guys are watching Ask Stan Banks. How you guys doing again? My name is Stan Banks from T-Shirt Side Hustle, and I help people start T-shirt businesses from home. Whoever you at. And today, I'm answering one of you guys' questions. So if you have a question, put it down in the comments below, and I'll make sure I answer it in a later video. But in order to see that, you got to make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. You don't want to miss it. Today's question is very, very simple again. I usually would read it to you guys verbatim, but right now I'm working off of one phone and one phone only. So the question was, I'm just starting out of my house. Do I need an actual website? All right. Now, you guys know I was going to answer the question because I'm in a role right now. I'm in the spirit of just speaking. So, but I got to drop the intro. So I'll get to the answer after the intro. All right, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that intro, but let's get straight to this answer to this question. And the very, very simple answer is no, you do not need a website when you first start your t-shirt business out of your house. And if you just wanted to hear that, you can stop watching this video, head over and watch something else, or put your own question down in the comments below. But I'm gonna give you guys some meat to go along with this answer here, and a lot of little nuances. So, do you need a website? No, you do not. But, however, you do need somewhere to show your work. And today, Instagram and Facebook having like a portfolio where you post on your personal page and also on your business page as you start will help you out. You will not have or find a lot of business or a ton of business from Instagram or Facebook from people you don't know, okay? It's going to be the first thing is social, right? It's social media. So the way you get social is word of mouth, basically, is all that is. So you want to make sure you're posting on your personal page and on your business page, because your personal page will start to filter you some customers and people you know over to your business page, and you want to go about it that way. Start letting everybody know what you do. So although you don't need a website, I really and truly honestly think you should go to GoDaddy.com and purchase your domain name. The things that you want to do, and I said this a lot of times before, you want to go ahead and figure out your name. You want to check GoDaddy.com for any type of, to make sure your .com is available. You may have to add some different ways. When I first started, I wanted to be SB Design. I couldn't spell SB Design with regular, so I had to do SBDEZIGN. So I did design spelled with a Z, and I had to spell that out every single time that I told somebody to email me, or my business name, or my Instagram at the time. But back in the day, everybody wanted to be a big company. They didn't want to be yourself. But today it's acceptable just to be yourself and do business. So you can just be your name or whatever the case is. So whatever the name is you choose, you want to first check the GoDaddy.com, make sure that's available for you to purchase. And here's a little tip. If you go to Google and type in 99-cent domains, you can usually get your first year for like 99 cents. But usually it's anywhere from 10 to 16 bucks a year for your domain name, and you should get that at the very, very beginning. And what you can actually set up is a forward, which I'll have in a later video, where you can forward that to whatever it is that you use to display your work. So you can start your business cards with your domain on there, your email, all of that stuff on there. And let's just say you're just using your Instagram to start, you can set up a forward to your Instagram page, so where they can see your work on Instagram via the web browser or your phone's browser, whatever the case is. So that's the very, very first thing you should do. Next thing you should do is also check before you purchase the all of the names. So anywhere you plan on using social media, so Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever Instagram, whatever social media, it doesn't matter if it's around right now or maybe later. I don't even know what TikTok is, but let's just say you're using TikTok for some way, shape, or form. You want to go ahead and check across there. The one thing, I don't know if this is the right word I'm going to use, but I'm going to use it anyway, and you guys can correct me in the comments. You want to try to have your brand be synonymous across all platforms, just to make it easy. When I actually didn't follow my own advice one time. I was rushing when I was going to do gourmet tea bar. I was only going to do gourmet teas. So the .com was available. I purchased that bad boy. Then I went to Instagram and I couldn't get it. Somebody had it. And the bad thing about it was they weren't even using the page. They had like one post from years ago. And it kind of hurt me, but I had to figure out a new name. So then I came up with Gourmet Tea Bar, and I was able to get that on Instagram and the .com. So you want to be synonymous. And again, I'm going to just give you some reference. T-shirt side hustle. If you're looking for me, t-shirtssidehustle.com, t-shirt side hustle on Instagram, t-shirt side hustle on Twitter, although I don't even use the Twitter account. It's t-shirt side hustle there as well. And on there I had to drop the E because the whole name was way too long. But if you start to type the whole thing in, you're gonna find me and click it, and you won't even get to the last letter, which is the E in hustle. So you want to be synonymous across all platforms. Make it easy for people to find you. You don't want to have them type an underscore over Instagram, type it regular on your web browser, the .com, and they have to go on Twitter and type t-shirt side hustle 1 2 5 6 7, whatever it is that you want to do. You want to be synonymous and make it easy for people to find you. And then the next thing is, if you're having a clothing brand, not making custom shirts gets tricky. So I'm going to see if I can get this bad boy lit up. I don't know what's going on here. Sorry. There we go. All right. So if you're going to have a custom, I want to handle customs last. So if you have a clothing brand, and you're selling a few items, then you should get a website because you want to get them sales. You want people to not have to DM you. It's very, very tough. Like when you first starting out, you can handle it, but it's very, very tough to follow DMs on what people want, check your sizes, see if it's available, collect the money, get the shipping address, and do all that back and forth. Now, I've done it. You can do it. But once you get bigger, it's going to be hard. So starting out with something like a Big Cartel that's free, although it'll be like, let's say gourmet teas, it'll be gourmettees.bigcartel.com. Now, what we do is you mask that, and I would take my domain, Gourmet Tea Bar, and point it to that new address, which would be .bigcartel.com, and the customer would never even know. They just type in gourmet teas, and the domain would do the work for you and forward you to that website to make it still have that professional feel and not have to write Edwick or Big Cartel or .shopify or any of that stuff on your browser. They just will have to remember that, hey, it's Gourmet Tea Bar. They go there, it forwards them, they can check out, and just make it easy for people to buy. Click buy and spend their money with you. Make it easy on them. Don't make them think. Don't have stuff flying from the left to the right. So you really do not need that, but I do suggest it if you're starting a brand because, you won't always make initial sales, but if people want stuff, they see your stuff, you don't want to have to always talk to people to get them to purchase. They like it, just go online and purchase it. Sometimes they still have questions or whatever the case is, but I can direct you to the website. Now, on the other hand of customs, it gets a little bit tricky, and I'm working on a few solutions for this. And you have to do a lot of dialogue for people to actually purchase, right? I need to know how many colors in your design. They may not even know. I need to know if you have proper artwork. They might not even know. Maybe sending you a screenshot of a screenshot. I need to know how many you want, how many colors it's going to be. I need to know all of this information. So you technically don't need a website to get this done because you're going to have to do all of this dialogue and stuff like that. Sure, yes, you can do a lot of different things with some of these higher end platforms, but I don't feel like they're built for anyone out of the house to manage or run their business because they just cost too much. Just brutally honestly, $200 a month is ridiculous. $100 a month is honestly ridiculous if you're running your business out your house and you're not ready to take that leap yet. But there's a lot of dialogue that want to go back and forth. So you formulate your prices, have a place where people can see your work, and then have them be able to go ahead and get with you to figure out how many they need so you can give them a proper quote initially. I found that even if you give them price sheets and stuff like that, some customers don't know what they have. They have screenshots of images, or they can no longer find the graphic designer. So now I need to re-vector your artwork in order to work with it because you got this very, very horrible copy of your logo, or maybe a picture of something that you had done in the past. And then I say, how many colors in your, people think black and white means grayscale, where black, white, and it's all these different shades of gray, but that's not the case for us. So you just want to make sure that you're able to go back and forth, but have people to be able to see your work, okay? And another reason I'm saying this is because the way you display his work is going to matter on your website and wherever else. When they're deciding, let's say they pick 5 of us to decide to print their work, how you display your portfolio, your website is going to matter. How does it stack up? I have plenty of people say, hey, you know, I got referred to you and 4 other people, but your profile looks the best. I'm not worried about pricing or anything like that. When you come to the page, I really, truly want you to feel appreciated and feel the level of expertise and the level of comfort, and you see the vision of my brand or clothing that I make for custom people and how much effort I put into it to make it look nice and not have wrinkled pictures and terrible pictures of stuff with shadows all through it and you know, unprofessional looking stuff. And this isn't stuff that you got to get a professional camera for. This is stuff that you can do right off of your cell phone. Yeah, so if you guys have questions, put them down in the comments below, and I'll make sure I answer in a later video. Make sure you subscribe, like, do all of that stuff. This has been your boy Stan Banks answering one of your questions. Peace.